Imagine a scenario where a single military strike transforms one of the world's most vital waterways into a radioactive dead zone. This isn't a plot from a thriller, it's a chilling warning from nuclear experts as tensions over Iran's nuclear program reach a breaking point. With rhetoric from Washington intensifying, the prospect of using force to stop Iran's nuclear ambitions is no longer just theoretical. There has been public discussion regarding the use of force to extract what has been called nuclear dust and even the possibility of seizing nuclear materials by force if compliance isn't met. But while military planners focus on tactical targets, analysts are sounding the alarm about the devastating downstream consequences that no army can contain. The core of the concern lies in the unique geography of the Persian Gulf. Nuclear policy experts point out that the Gulf is a semi-enclosed body of water with very limited exchange with the open ocean. If a military strike were to hit nuclear infrastructure along the coast, any radiological release would be trapped within these constrained waters. This isn't just an environmental issue, it is a direct threat to the survival of tens of millions of people. Many nations bordering the Gulf rely almost entirely on desalination for their fresh water. A radioactive leak could contaminate the water supply for countries like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar, turning a military operation into a humanitarian catastrophe of unprecedented proportions. Specific attention is being drawn to the Bushehr nuclear power plant. As Iran's only operational civilian reactor, it sits directly on the Gulf Coast. Any significant damage to its core systems or fuel handling infrastructure during a conflict could lead to a massive leakage of radioactive material into the surrounding environment. Experts argue that the assumption that military action can neatly remove nuclear risk is dangerously simplistic. Nuclear facilities are not like conventional military targets, they are uniquely sensitive, and once they are compromised, the resulting cascading effects can cross borders and impact entire sectors of the global economy. Beyond the immediate environmental fallout, the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency is warning of a systemic collapse of the global nuclear order. He describes the current situation as a crack in the system that could lead to a dangerous domino effect. There is a growing and public discussion in several countries about the possibility of acquiring their own nuclear weapons, a trend some are calling friendly proliferation. The concern is that if the global framework designed to prevent the spread of these weapons fails, we could soon see a world with 20 or more nuclear-armed states. Such a world would be inherently unstable and extremely difficult to manage. Furthermore, the strategic stakes involve more than just security. The Persian Gulf is one of the world's most critical energy corridors. Any contamination event would simultaneously trigger an environmental, humanitarian, and economic crisis. There is also the risk of normalizing attacks on nuclear infrastructure. If these sites become routine targets in modern warfare, the probability of a catastrophic accident increases every day. Military superiority does not eliminate physical vulnerability. Once a nuclear system is compromised, the damage to the environment and human health can last for generations, far outlasting the political or military objectives of the day. The question remains, is the international community prepared for the fallout of a conflict that physically cannot be contained? As diplomacy remains fragile and verification becomes more difficult, the line between a targeted strike and a regional disaster continues to thin.